What would you want to hear a previous recording of yourself saying to you while you're having your panic attack?
I feel like if I heard him saying anything, I might panic more because I was obviously in a better place then. Better enough to tell myself what I'd want to hear. I don't know.
What do you usually tell yourself whenever you're having that, like, I should have done something today? What's that thing you should have done? Is it just anything?
Yeah, kind of. It usually goes back to like the Wayne Chen woodworking. It usually goes back to that I should have done something more for it today, or sold some more. And then I'm always like, it's okay. There's tomorrow, and we'll deal with it then, because we can't do anything now.
And then you kind of register that, I've been telling myself there's tomorrow every day of my life for the last 4 years.
Alright,
No, we need to hear this.
Yeah. You're right. I'm not saying it doesn't occur every night, but...
I'm going to slip out of sports mode real quick.
Comfort mode. Alright. Good old Crocs. I think it's crazy that your family's a Crocs family, and then my dad's side of the family's a Crocs family. It's weird.
Crocs are kind of nice.
Well, it's like y'all kind of got into Crocs at the same time.
Yeah. Summer.
Yeah.
I
guess.
You're only ever as many summers as you are away from becoming a Crocs family, That's what they say.
That's what they say. I've never heard anybody say that, but it makes a lot of sense that people say it.
It sounds like something people would say.
What shoes do you wear when you're at work? Do you just wear regular tennis shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I should be wearing, like, ankle height boots, but...
Yeah.
So I don't, like, roll an ankle carrying something. Work. Yeah, I said it works nice because I don't feel that horrific panic of I should have done something today.
Mm-hmm. It was like you were actually productive today?
Yeah.
You actually did something?
Not only did I make money... not only did I physically exert myself, there's physical evidence in the world that I did something today. I saw it happen. People thanked me for doing that. That's hard to match in your own free time,
Oh, extremely. What, are you going to thank yourself for doing something? No, you just needed to do something. You did what you needed to do. But then there's so many days you don't even realize what you need to do, Or what you want to do.
It's just this sort of ephemeral, I should have done better, I should have done more. What should I have done more of? Doesn't matter. You should have done more, you should have done better.
Oh, what an endless cycle. Heck, I felt that way when I was at the hotel. Even when I would put in the 8 hours. Because it was 8 hours of no fulfillment.
I would have, I remember that. I would have the exact same fucking thing. That's what I'm saying. This is a physical job. Sorry, go ahead. You were talking.
Oh, no, that was the thing. At the hotel, you had 8 hours of basically doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I always thought to myself, I should have been writing or learning something or doing something else. And I get home, and then that's how I kind of always try to justify it to myself. I was like, you were at a job for 8 hours. Like, that was what you were supposed to be doing those 8 hours. If you didn't do anything else, that's fine. But... at the same time, it was hard telling myself that it was fine.
I think the idea is you're like, I could have been working harder and making more money, and I chose not to, so I could do nothing. I think that was my problem at the end of the day with that job.
Yeah. I don't know. I did a lot at the hotel. I cleaned a lot.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, especially being 7 to 3, that was my job, was to clean. So I would clean the whole lobby. I would help Jen vacuum the floors. But even so, it was just like, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't feel like it was worth the time.
I feel like we should have a creative project where even just an outline on it. Because clearly we fucking love making outlines. Shit's like crack.
Outlines are awesome.
I think we should just have a project where we don't need to materialize it beyond an outline. Because it's just between you and I, We're the only people that need to engage with it. So we kind of have our own specifics in our head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We know what it's about, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, like the space story. I feel like to a certain extent we both like it, but that's not something we can just join our own because we always meant it to be a book we were going to write,
I think that's how a lot of our projects have been. It's like we've always meant it to be more than...
And then it's just not fun to think about because you just have the feeling of, we never actually did that, or, it couldn't be this because I wanted it to be a product.
Yeah. You lose all the fun.
And it becomes another failure.
That you think about at night.
Yeah.
What's the one of my favorite quotes?
Every family is only the number of summers that they are away from becoming a crop. No, other one. Okay.
That's definitely my second favorite. I'm gonna throw that out there. No, it was from the show, and it was a Halloween episode, and they were like, "Hey, we should tell scary stories." And one of the older characters was like, "Or we could go to bed and be alone with our thoughts. That's really scary." And it was like, damn. It was a kid's show too. I watched it in middle school.
It sounds like SpongeBob, if I'm being honest.
It was on Cartoon Network.
Oh.
I never watched Nickelodeon. I did not enjoy it.
We could probably actually find it.
I think it's regular show.
Let me see if I can find it. Or we can all go home.
Go to bed.
Go to bed and be alone with the thoughts.
I'm almost certain it was Pops from regular show, actually.
I'm just curious if it's going to pull up. No.
Didn't pull up?
No, but I believe you.
Ah. But yeah, there. We can all just go to bed and be alone with our thoughts. Like, fuck off.
Really? So what is that? We need to come up with this little fiction that we can just tell ourselves, and it's fine, it's just something we can enjoy. And the whole thing it shouldn't be like a coping thing. It should just be what we do instead of going to external sources for entertainment. Because it clearly makes us hate ourselves.
Yes. It's not enjoyable.
I spend X hours watching this or listening to this, or even, if I'm being honest, sometimes reading this. Sometimes reading, you can still feel like shit after reading.
Not 100%. You waste that time, and I don't know. I've read a lot of just little fiction books.
Yeah.
I don't like reading fiction books. I really don't. It's like it's someone else's thing, but then you come out of it and you're like, I didn't actually gain anything from this.
It felt like I was eating cake, Yeah.
I
felt like I was eating cake and I was hoping somewhere in there was going to be a multivitamin.
Yeah. Something to actually help me.
Just more sugary, fattened bread and milk and eggs.
Sugar and gluten and carbs. Worthless fucking carbs. I've said the F word a lot. Whoops.
Who cares?
Just worthless carbs.
Well, oops.
I don't know. I just need to maybe calm down on it in real life.
I see. So what do you look for whenever you besides serotonin, what do you look for whenever you watch shows?
If I'm being honest, I really just rewatch 4 shows. That's about it. Everything else I've ever tried, it just never... I don't know if I even watch them for serotonin or if I just watch it to...
Not feel low.
Yeah. Yeah, sad as that may sound.
It's honest. No, honestly, I was watching this thing and I realized that the reason I don't really watch anything anymore is anytime anything genuinely emotional would happen, I would kind of choke up a bit because I'm how out of touch I am with my own feelings. That an unexpected emotional moment was like...
Ooh, that hurt, dog. That hurt.
Oh, no. There's this character... I was watching this show, basically, and there was a character that used to be a massive piece of shit, and then just kind of... He was a massive piece of shit. He was very much humbled, and he was basically put into poverty, and then he kind of just became really weird.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a weird guy, but he tries to help people out. Think about, basically he was a millionaire who lost everything and then became homeless, and and then started to protect other homeless people. So he was in a homeless community, but he was protecting other homeless people. But he's still a little fucking weirdo. He'd do little dances and shit. Dude was a fucking freak.
And this isn't Always Sunny?
No.
Okay.
No, it's mostly supposed to be a comedy thing. But then he encounters one of the people he fucked over in life. He encounters the daughter of somebody he fucked over in his old life, and he was just like, "Hey, so I should just let you know it was me that ruined your mother's life, and by consequence ruined your life. Ooh. And I'm really sorry. I can kind of help now, and I understand if you hate me, but I can't change anything I did. I can only try to do good things now." And I was just like, Jesus Christ! What the fuck? They're just that was way too much, is what I'm saying. That's why I don't watch anything new anymore, because I just can't handle those moments anymore.
That's fair. Like
I can't change anything I did. I can only try to do good things now. And you're just like, holy fuck.
That's life, I guess. Those 4 shows I watch, one of them always makes me cry. Every time, and I always know it's coming up. It's a regular show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the last season, yeah, it always makes me tear up. And then I watch Bob's Burgers when I'm just like, I don't know, I just really like that show.
It's like a comfort show.
It is. It very much is. And I really love Bob. He's such a great character. But the other 2 I haven't watched in a while. I don't.
Futurama and
Futurama I used to watch a lot. I have not watched that one in a while. That's not really one of my go-tos, I would say. Probably Naruto, probably Shippuden. I like watching that one. I just love the character arc. I mean, God, you know.
That's what I realized. Isn't that it? Isn't that why we rewatch shows and everything? That's why I rewatch them, because it's just like, there was a nice story I heard once, and I'm just this old man leaning out the window, talking to his younger neighbor, saying, "Could you tell me that story again?" Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Nurse Evelyn, I know you're busy. I know you have other patients to see to, and I know this is geriatric ward, but can you please just tell me that lovely story one more time? Am I not just an old man dying and wasting this nurse's time?
Oh, man. This is going to be a little tangent, because I just got a text from my dad. He's been working on this little piece that's a breast cancer ribbon. Yeah. And he sends me the picture and says finished. And the next text is, "Your mom likes it."
That's funny to me on like 3 different levels.
I don't know if that's some kind of sick power play or some shit, you know? Obviously, background. Parents have been divorced for like 15 years now or so. No, like 17 years. But when she did have breast cancer, and he did help support us a little bit and was like there for us. So that was really cool. And they're still pretty close, I guess.
Your mom likes
news to me.
That's so funny to me for 3 levels. It's funny to me in the sense of, he was like, "I have made a ribbon for breast awareness. I will tell a woman in my life who has had breast cancer that I have made the ribbon." The second one is, it sounds vaguely like a "your mom" joke. And the third one is, that. It's just like, is that a weird power play to just be like, "Yeah, just letting you know your mom likes it." So, you know?
Exactly.
Regardless of whether or not you like it, your mother does in fact enjoy it. So she is the authority on these things.
In fact, I sent it to her first. Yeah. You know?
I got the A-OK from her first. I checked in with her, and I ran it by her office, went through the appropriate channels, and it got cleared. It's greenlit.
It's greenlit.
So whether or not you like it, this pilot's airing.
Whether you like it, the survey's in. So
holy fuck. What a fucking riot.
What a
1 out of 10. What do you think Riot as a dog name? Riot.
Could you use it in a sentence?
They used police dogs during the riot.
Riot. I don't know. I don't think I like names even for animals that aren't names. Which I guess I do have a dog named Bear, so. But Riot would be really cool for like a Rottweiler.
I see.
Or like a all black pit bull or like Great Dane.
I think it's a 9 out of 10 name. I know I gave you a number scale and you completely abandoned it, but 9 out of 10.
I'll go.
Sounds like you're at 3.
I'll probably like say 4. I was gonna say 4, yeah. 4 or 5, depending on the dog. It's really badass. But
Riot?
Seems like that's a nickname you give one of your biker gang buddies.
Yeah, but that's a perfect thing to name a dog. A biker nickname is the right. That's I don't like it when people give animals like people names. It's not a person. It's a dog.
Aw, poor Henry. Hey,
he's not a person.
I didn't give him that name, but I think it fits. Have you ever looked at this man and not thought he looked like a Heinrich?
Heinrich, I guess, is fine.
So, I mean... I guess that's fair. You wouldn't want to give him... You don't want to give him a name like Rex or Max or Bear or Riot.
I get it. It's not for everyone. I was curious. Were you waiting?
No, yeah, I'll say 4 or 5, depending on the dog.
That's fair.
But of course, then if you gave that name to a dog, like I just mentioned, you're just furthering the stereotype of them being mean dogs. You know?
Hey, is it your job to fight a stereotype when you name a dog? Is that what you should be worried about?
I don't know. I think those kind of dogs just don't deserve the hate.
Yeah. Look, as long as your dog's named Riot and he's not ripping his throat out, like, you're not doing too much. Now it's a nice dog named Riot,
That's a nice dog named Riot, which is, yeah. Be perfect for a Chihuahua, too, I think.
There's nothing's perfect for a Chihuahua.
Well, can't say that.
45 caliber?
I was just going to say a swift kick to the face.
Which is meaner, executing over a Chihuahua or punting it?
I'd say punting is probably meaner.
Bro, if you shot a Chihuahua with a 45, it would explode. Half of the body would be left. It would just fucking... Imagine
this dog does not exist anymore.
You know when you drop like one of those like small ceramic fruits and they kind of just shatter and go everywhere? Like that. Like when you drop a glass cup and like the moment it hits the ground it stops being one object and becomes many.
It becomes thousands. Spread out all across the floor.
And like there's a range that you can identify. This is the area of the broken glass. It's all broken glass, but there's now many different components that used to be glass.
Instead of one piece of glass, it's thousands of pieces of glass.
This used to be Zeke, the Chihuahua, and now it is the approximate area that you can find components of Zeke, the Chihuahua.
Oh, man.
Ugh. What are you doing?
Dan is still texting me. He then said Libby wants purple for Alzheimer, his current wife.
Does she have Alzheimer's?
I don't know why she wants purple for Alzheimer's. I don't know.
Damn, people really do be forgetting Alzheimer's a thing.
That's wrong.
That's mean.
I know we just talked about a 45 versus a Chihuahua, but like, come on, man. These are people.
They have people names.
These aren't spawns from hell.
Look, we can talk about literally liquidating a Chihuahua.
But the minute you bring up Alzheimer's, it's done. It's over.
You only think it is. It's a neurocognitive degenerative disease. How to get that point of clarification across. Is that fiction, huh?
The fiction, which one? Or just in general?
Just in general, creating a fiction. Well, that's the problem, right? I can create a fiction that I can just think about in my free time, be like, oh yeah, amuses me, entertains me, but it's like, how do I stop myself from being that old man that Nurse Evelyn just tell me the story one more time? Just play that record one more time.
Play that record one more time.
Just give it another spin on the gramophone, would you?
Play that song. The one that makes me go all night long. Sorry.
That is it, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's dark and it's uncomfortable, but I'd like us to just sit in that for a little bit.
That's life, right? Dark and uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, it's not. People spend so much time avoiding that.
Well, okay, so maybe that's what it should be.
Yeah, life is just lights and sound. Lights and noise just so we can escape all of the fucking dull emptiness it actually is. The fact that we collect, I'd say, 12 memories and 80 years and just try to think of that set of memories over and over until they too are just fabrications lost in your mind.
Damn. That's fair. I was kind of thinking about, in my mind, I was like, yeah, you know what? I only have a few that stick out, huh?
And that's why we watch the shows, because we don't have them, so we just rely on these other stories. Again, it's not your own personal stories where the old man saying, please, just play the gramophone one more time. Just tell me that story about the nice young man you met in the park one more time, Evelyn.
One more time, Evelyn. Evelyn, that's a pretty name.
I was thinking about that the other day. That's a very pretty name.
I remember Evelyn from school. What a beautiful girl. I believe she's married now. And that's good. It's good for her.
Divorce rates are 50%. I mean,
do it?
Divorce rates are like 50%. I hold my breath on that.
You can hope, right? I mean, yeah. Breathe, buddy.
Henry, could you do that a little louder? I'm not sure the microphone's catching it.
Oh, there it is. Do you need to have your epiglottis taken out? I do kind of think that's what it is, though.
I don't know what an epiglottis is.
It's that little flap in the back of your throat.
Oh, yeah.
That, like, separates the, air hole from the food.
Yeah, the oral mud flap.
Yeah, the oral mud flap. That's a horribly disgusting way to put that, but yeah, I guess kind of.
Yeah. Flapping in the wind of your lungs.
Yeah. Small dogs have the tendency to have that problem. I don't know.
I don't know if you want me to engage in the words you just put out there, but I'm not gonna. That's not gonna be happening, sir. That's ridiculous.
Let's move back onto the sad stuff.
I'd rather be sorrowful than revolted.
Yeah, I'd say that's correct.
That's a strong assertion, son. Powerful one as well. Yeah, no, I think. And what how do we combat that?
Combat the
Asking
lights and sounds of just being.
Yeah, asking Evelyn to tell us a story one more time. Logically, that'd just be creating our own memories, right?
I mean, we talked about the 45, right?
I feel like we're coming back to this point. I want what happened to that shit. What would be happening to my head?
No. Suicide's bad, and the suicide hotline number is now 988 for anybody watching. I'm not trying to get perma-banned, right?
I think it's actually saying the word that's more likely to get banned than anything else.
Fuck. What word? The S word?
Yeah. Going down the old sewage slide. Which is the word we were saying beforehand for anyone watching this.
Oh, man.
Take a trip down the manhole,
That bolt's gonna be flying up.
Up to high heaven.
Oh. I don't know how to combat it.
Not specifically the lights and sound. I'm saying the fact that we need that so much, clearly.
Oh, yeah. It's just... That concept just seems so... just vague. I mean, people don't think that way. People don't think. The majority of people...
Oh, not the world, man. You and me. Fuck everyone else.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. I'm not trying to fucking change. I'm not trying to be the man in the mirror. I'm just trying to not want to die.
I just don't want the sewage slide to come at me fast, or at all.
Embrace me like depression, baby. Slow and undeniable.
We should definitely just like sit at the table and record ourselves doing this, right? Like on the camera too.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Next
so they can see all the facial expressions, all the pain.
You can see what a harrowing darkness looks like on the face of a man. Ooh.
I don't know how to combat it. I wish I was strong enough to just get rid of everything.
Yeah, but that's clearly not an option.
It's not. No, I mean, yeah. Besides you saying I'm not strong enough, but it is.
I want to be strong enough to pick myself up.
Yeah. I can do that. You want to see me do a flip?
What is that? What happens at the end of a flip, Ethan?
I'm back on the ground. No, but what I mean is just like strong enough to like just. I don't know. Just turn off the TV and go for a walk or something. Just go. Yeah.
But the thing is,
do something that just small like that, and maybe build up to. I don't know. I need to work on something, so I just go to the shop and just start working on something. I'm no longer like.
You're thinking about it the wrong way.
What do you mean?
Why are you watching the show?
Because I don't know what else to do.
That's not true. You sometimes do it while you're doing something else.
Yeah, that's fair. Just for comfort, I guess.
Okay, boom. Comfort.
Yeah.
So, let's address that. Because the things that we do to comfort ourselves make us feel terrible at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So something has to give. And we can't just stop demanding comfort.
No, that's fair. I just think... I think you can to a degree, actually. And I think you need to a degree. Being in a place of comfort allows you to not actually... to just keep the cycle going.
So would you say at all... So are you saying the solution to this is that you just stop doing things that make you happy and bring you comfort?
I'm going to still do things that make me happy. But we just discussed watching these TV shows doesn't make me happy at the end of the day.
That's true.
Like what I was saying, just like if I could actually have the self-control to turn off the TV and go for a walk. Just go for a walk for like 30 minutes, come back. Walking usually helps me. I don't know if it helps anybody else, but it gets my mind actually focusing on something else because now I'm just walking away from everything.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything else here.
You can't be walking this week at all.
No, that's fair. It's way too freaking hot. Yeah. But or just like getting in the shop with the fans on, doing something or
anything, as long as it's better or more.
Yeah, and I just feel like I'm in a place that I'm just like way too comfortable until the end of the day, every day.
And at the end of the day, you're incredibly uncomfortable.
Exactly, but it always happens at the end of the day, and then I restart the day. And I just put myself back into that place of comfort,
yeah.
Not moving, not growing, not doing anything. I think that's what really pisses me off. That I think I just need to be uncomfortable. For at least a while. That's how I'm going to grow.
That's fair.
I don't know. Move to the mountains?
You see what I'm saying? That's my only problem with it. It just becomes, and then I'll grow, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah,
and
then you're just in the mountains sad
and then the thing will happen. That's my whole, that's where I take issue. It's just, I'm going to do this thing. Why? Well, because it'll make me a better person, right? Eventually.
Maybe.
Please.
God help me.
No, the way I want to attack this isn't even so much demanding that I change how I am. I'm just demanding how I change the way I do things. So I watch these shows and everything because they bring me comfort. I'm not even saying that I need to remove comfort from my life. I'm just saying this, whatever comfort this is bringing me, is not worth it.
Yeah, well, it's not good. Yeah, it's not.
But I don't think needing comfort is bad. I think the type of comfort it brings and the cost it
toll it takes on your life
is not worth it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not saying just get rid of it completely, but like I'm saying is throughout the day I need to put myself in places of uncomfort where I have to actually work to get comfort again. Instead of just sitting in front of the TV for hours upon hours all day doing nothing.
Yeah, and my take was going to be, instead of specifically trying to get yourself into a state of discomfort or making yourself uncomfortable, just going to a different avenue for comfort.
Okay, that's fair. I just don't know any others.
Well, again, that's why I'm analyzing why does a specific thing bring comfort. Rewatching the shows makes you comfortable because it's like...
I think for me, it's I already know what's going to happen. You know? Like, I've already seen it several times. I know what's going to happen. And it's just familiar. It's very familiar.
Well, you've seen...
I can sit there and be brainless.
That's what I'm saying. You've seen movies you don't like before. You've seen TV shows you don't like before. And you know what's going to happen in those. You don't rewatch them.
No. You
watch shows you like. Specifically stuff you enjoy.
Yeah.
So it's not just that you know what's going to happen.
No, I mean, I still find them funny.
Yeah.
Time and time again. But...
So it's like it's like a fucking serotonin drip.
Yeah.
Just these little bumps and hits and fucking keys
this little IV I have put in my arm.
Just pure fucking sewage, and sometimes a Jolly Rancher slides into your fucking vein.
Get that extra bump of sugar.
No, my theory is that we watch these stories, you just continuously reintegrate these stories and movies and TV shows and songs in your life because it's like, oh, hey, this made me feel an emotion. And that emotion was, it was this place I like being in. And I'm going to put myself, I'm going to consume once again the exact same stimuli and hope it makes me feel the same way. And it makes you feel that way a little bit less every single time. First time you listen to Using by Sorority Noise versus if we put it on now.
I guess that's fair. But wouldn't putting yourself out there and watching a different show or movie or listening to different songs make you uncomfortable, at least to start?
Yes. But that wasn't exactly what you were saying. You were saying something drastically different. You were saying I'm going to
put yourself into a place of discomfort.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, okay, yes, I agree. But the general idea was I'm going to walk and do something more productive and everything. Yours was a lot more proactive. Yes. And what I'm saying, I'm not even saying specifically consume new media because it seems like it's just going to...
It's going to be the same thing?
Even
eventually, over and over again.
Even if it's typically new, what's a good way to put it? The problem is that we're drug addicts.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't switch from, man, I've been doing the same drug all the time to, oh, I'm just going to keep trying new drugs.
Just going to keep putting new tablets on my tongue, you know?
Yeah, because it'll never run out because it's a different thing every single time.
Yeah.
I think it's like any drug addict, right? It's like, why can't you feel the way that you're trying to make yourself feel? What a scary string of words I just put together. Jesus Christ, even my skin kind of crawled saying that.
Well, you put me in a place of discomfort.
I'm very fucking uncomfortable right now. My fight or flight has kicked in. I feel like I've been assaulted. I feel like I need to defend myself.
Oh, man. Well, we're about to hit 34 minutes. That's how I feel. And just showed me another one to make me feel even more.
I showed him an image that said, "There's not a drug on earth that can make life meaningful." And that's what I'm saying about these shows, man. Isn't it the same thing as a drug, right? Realistically?
Oh, it is. We find ourselves coming back to it all at the same time, like you said, to find the same feeling, right?
Yeah, and not even through a behavior. Not even through your behavior. I mean through actual logical or the actual logical process of you are submitting your body to stimuli to recreate a feeling that you once had.
Yeah.
It's the exact same concept, and it has diminishing results, and it's actively damaging you to do it, but you still do it because you don't know how to make yourself feel the way that you do whenever you incorporate the stimulus into your system.
Well, no, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, and I agree. You're right. damaging.
Why can't we just tell ourselves these stories?
Why can't we just be happy? That's the thing. Will I dream?
Jesus Christ. This is such a morbid conversation. And it's not even trying to be. We were joking about blowing up a chihuahua.
And now we're just sad?
With glee, essentially.
Oh. Oh, dear Lord. Well, I am, I'm going to call it right there. And then we can move on to the next one.
Sounds good.
So,
episode 2 coming at you.
Coming at you whether you like it or not.